What's up everyone, dannylightning back with another video. Today we are checking out the brand new Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 4th generation audio interface. We are going to do a sound comparison between that and the 3rd generation Scarlett interface, and we're also going to let you hear it on a couple of different microphones. I'll do a review, we'll test out the air mode, I'll tell you what I like, what I don't like. We'll also let you hear how this sounds compared to the SSL2 Plus audio interface as well, so you can get a good idea of how much better or how much worse this new unit sounds. So yeah, we're going to let you hear this thing on a couple of different microphones, but make sure you're wearing a really good set of headphones, because if you're on your phone speaker or something like that, you're not going to be able to hear the difference in audio quality. So if you really want to be able to tell if it sounds better or if there's any differences, make sure you're listening on a good set of headphones. Those are a must for any type of audio reviews if you want to really be able to tell the difference in the sound quality. So let's get to the audio quality test, then we'll test out the air mode, and then I'll tell you exactly what I think of this thing, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. So let's get to it. This is the way the lewitt LCT 440 Pure sounds on the Scarlett 2i2 4th generation audio interface. And this is the way the lewitt 440 Pure sounds on the 3rd generation Scarlett Solo audio interface. This is the way the Rode NT1 5th generation microphone sounds on the brand new Scarlett 2i2 4th generation audio interface. Now we are talking on the Rode NT1 on the older 3rd generation Scarlett Solo audio interface. So let me know if it sounded better on the 4th generation or if it sounds better on this 3rd generation. This is the way that the Shure SM7B sounds on the brand new Scarlett 2i2 4th generation audio interface. In a second, we're going to switch over to the 3rd generation so you can see if there's much of a difference in audio quality. This is the way the Shure SM7B sounds on the 3rd generation Scarlett interface. So let me know if you can hear a difference. Do you notice a difference in sound quality between the 3rd generation and the 4th generation? Alright, so now we are back on the Scarlett 2i2 4th generation. We are going to test out the air modes. There are 2 different air modes. The first one is just kind of adding the air. The second one adds a harmonic distortion to it, and it's a little bit weird. So let's go ahead and turn on the first air mode. So this is what it sounds like with the regular air mode on. This should be pretty similar to the air mode on the original Scarlett Solo units. And let's go ahead and turn on the second air mode, which adds the extra harmonics. Now we are on air mode number 2. And now when I did this on my lewitt 440 Pure, it did not sound very good at all. It really made it sound weird. So I don't know how it's going to affect this particular microphone, but it did not work well with the lewitt. Okay, well that did not sound good at all. The air mode number 2 that adds the extra harmonics just sounds really bad on my condenser microphones, but we're going to try it out on the SM7B and see what it does. Right now we don't have the air mode on, but let's turn on the first air mode, which does sound good on pretty much all of the microphones. Alright, so we have turned on air mode number 1. So this is what it sounds like with the original air mode on. And we're going to go ahead and turn on air mode number 2 right now. And this is air mode number 2. So let's see how this affects something like a dynamic microphone. I do notice it seems like the microphone is getting louder when we turn this setting on. And let's go ahead and turn the air mode off. What did you guys think? Did you like the air mode or not? Let me know if you think the new 4th generation or the old school 3rd generation sounds better. Fortunately, when I upload this to YouTube, YouTube will compress it and downgrade the sound quality, so you're not getting to hear the full sound quality over YouTube because they squish down your audio quality and they kill it. So what do I like about this unit? I like that it's very easy to use. It's got some really cool new features. It sounds great. To my ear, it sounds way better than the 3rd generation. I mean, listening on a set of Sony studio monitors, I can hear a pretty big difference in the audio quality. I don't know if you can or not once it's uploaded to YouTube, but I hear a big difference. So let's get to the things that I don't like. The one thing I really hate that they're not giving us is a monitor mix. I like to be able to adjust how much of the computer audio I hear versus how much of my own voice I'm hearing in my headphones, because the computer audio generally is way louder than my own voice, and that's a little bit bit of an issue. So a monitor mix would have been really nice to have. I think it sucks that they did not give us a monitor mix. When my computer goes to sleep, the audio interface actually stays on and there's no power button on the audio interface, so I actually have to unplug it from the computer. Maybe there's a way to go into the power settings or something and change that, but as of right now, when the computer goes to sleep, the interface stays on. Now my 3rd generation Scarlett Solo, when the computer goes to sleep, the interface also seems to go to sleep as well. So yeah, I think I spit that out correctly there. I almost forgot what an interface was called. I think the brand new air mode kind of sucks. Like the air mode number 1 that just adds the air sounds okay, but when you start turning on the air mode number 2 with the harmonic distortion, I think it sounds awful, at least on my microphones. Maybe it would sound good if you're doing a guitar or some sort of instrument, but it does not sound good on vocals. Not to me. It sounds hollow and just weird. Like something's not right with it. But anyways, I don't like the new air mode at all. Now let's talk about some of the best features of this. Number 1 is you get 69 decibels of gain on the preamps, which is amazing. So it can power something like the Shure SM7B, no problem. 70 decibels or 69 is more than enough to power any dynamic microphone very cleanly without any preamp noise. It's also got a new auto gain feature, so if you put this thing up to your mouth or start playing your instrument or talking into your microphone and you hit auto gain, you just talk or play for 10 seconds and all of a sudden, bam, it sets your gain to the proper level. And from what I can tell, it is working very, very well. I think the new auto gain feature is actually awesome. So let's wrap up the review on this and then we'll test this out. We'll do this interface versus the SSL2 audio interface really quickly, but I think this thing is great. Unfortunately, they did not give us the monitor mix. I don't really have any complaints. I mean, it sounds awesome. The features are good. It's just a really nice audio interface. I think it's definitely worth buying. The sound quality is definitely a step up. So let's go ahead and check out what the SSL2 Plus audio interface sounds like compared to this one. Now we are on the SSL2 Plus audio interface. So this is what the Shure SM7B sounds like on the SSL2 Plus compared to the Scarlett 4th generation. So in my opinion, I think the 4th generation Scarlett sounds way better than this. Only thing is, this SSL gives us a monitor mix and it's got MIDI inputs and all kinds of stuff for about $50 more, but I don't think the audio quality is quite as good on the SSL, which I'm actually surprised because SSL is kind of like a top manufacturer of recording equipment. SSL has been one of the most popular brands for years, but I think this Focusrite Scarlett just sounds better than the SSL. But they did just redesign all the brand new preamps in this thing. They did put their super high-end digital to analog converters from their RedNet world-class, things. I forgot what it was called again. You know what I'm talking about. Into these audio interfaces, and they stepped everything up big time. I think this audio interface sounds awesome. I like almost everything about it except for no monitor mix. Jerks. All right, well, I think that's going to wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching. There will be some affiliate links down there in the video's description and the pinned comment where you can get some of these interfaces and all kinds of other good stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to help support the channel, drop down the video's description. There's some info in there and how you can do that. Plus, there's some other stuff, maybe kind of thingies down there in the video's description as well. So, thank you guys so much. Lightning out. Have an awesome day. See ya.